12 years old. So for the kids that go to tasting formula, mix it up with the Kool-Aid in the blender, good to go.
I took Purple Mix and Pro Free mix, and I used to drink it when I was really, really young. I think up to like 2 or 3, and then one very kind young doctor came in and asked me, "Doesn't that taste bad to you?" And then I was like, "It does taste bad." And so then I stopped drinking it, and I got a G-tube put in, and I did that. I ate regular foods up until I did my formula up until probably about 12, and between the ages of 12 and 16 it declined in how much I used it and how much, and then I was able to intake more regular food, and at about 16 I wasn't using my G-tube at all, and I was having some issues with the acid coming back out, and so it's kind of getting really red and just irritated at the site. So then I had that removed and have been on regular food since then. As far as your particular, I don't know your mix of formula is, so I can't speak directly to whether you'll be on it for the rest of your life or whether she will be. But I couldn't drink it just because I'm fairly picky in what I like to eat, and it smelled like sulfur. It's just, I'm sorry, it's bad, or at least mine was. So, yeah, it just eventually just didn't need it anymore.
We talked yesterday too, and I can't remember if I had ever had a problem with that. I'm almost nodding no, so I guess I never did, and so, yeah.
Any other questions from the audience? All right, I'm gonna ask one. I don't know how much time do we have, Kathy?
A couple more minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
just
and
one
after
last-
we're done here, just before you take off, we're gonna get all the kids up for a photo, and then we're gonna go across the hall and take a big group photo. But when we're done with the talk here, if all the kids can come up, and we'll take a picture.
Sorry, I don't know, but most of you just stated what we know, right? You participated in clinical trials or something. Could you share that for us? Because I don't know how does that feel. Because for the parents, must be shitty to take them to like hear their son and say, "I don't want to do that."
That's a great question. All right. So Eric, have you participated in research?
Do you remember coming to see us at NIH? Can you tell us a little bit about that experience, if you remember?
I usually come every 2 years to this conference in Ireland.
How about see Dr. Vivian at NIH, do you remember?
Eric has participated with us, but he doesn't really remember. It's been a long time. Michelle, you wanna?
I've been going every year to the NIH and helping them with research.
And what's it been like for you?
Not bad.
What's the hardest thing?
I'd say IVs and blood draws.
I've been going to NIH for a long time, even before my transplant. I donated my kidney to them. And I'm so happy going there. That place is very fun.
You're so sweet. What's the hardest thing about participating? What don't you like about it?
There was one test, the the cognitive test.
Yeah.
That's a little difficult because it takes a fairly long time, and it's just one thing that's kind of difficult about it. Oh, and morning sleep study, the clues, those terrible.
Yeah, oh, really? Deanna, do you remember coming to the NIH?
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of tell a little bit about, do you remember?
Very long days. Sometimes you don't get lunch. It just depends on the days. And when I did the eye study, they put these little lens things on your eyes. And it took like 15, 20 minutes, so your little children might not like that.
Yeah, that's right. So she did an ERG because she could cooperate with that. Not everybody does that. So yeah, so it can be long. And what was the hardest part?
Yeah, the eyes were the hardest part.
All right, Melissa, tell us about you participating.
I did the NIH twice, and not easy because I mean when I did MRI twice, the first time was hard because I had a hard time sitting holding still. I mean, because my feet like to move a lot.
Bubble girl.
Dad.
I know, right?
So I've been to the NIH 3 times at this point. I mean, the hardest part, I guess, I mean, you could say blood draws and IVs, but the thing is at this point I've had thousands of those.
Yeah.
And so it's, you know, it's more just trying to stay hydrated so I have enough blood for the next blood draw. My parents have always taught me that this is not necessarily for me. This is for everybody else, so that way they can be better. The NIH, as far as like all the tests and go, most of them are fairly non-invasive. You know, sleeping in a bubble, it's really just, you know, they wake you up and you don't really sleep very well. You know, none of it ever was really scary for me, and it's all like, and again, I go back to, you know, your kid's looking to you, if your kid's really young, he's looking to you to what it is. You're like, this is cool, this is a, you know, this is a Podius, and it's like spaceship, or, you know.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, make it a game for them, or, you know, just be like, it'll be okay, or not as bad as you think it is, because you're doing it for who's coming next, but also the NIH studies give you far more information than any doctor's visit you've ever gone to. They test everything, and they can give you a lot of comprehensive data that might not be useful now, but it might be, you don't know. And really, until you do it, you're unsure. It might be easier, you know, it definitely is harder for kids because they don't understand what's going on. And understanding is what allows you to be like, this is why we're doing this. But yeah, just, you know, try and work with your kid and, you know, work with the doctors. If you can go, I highly recommend it. You know, your kid might not be okay with all the blood draws and stuff because he might not like it, but it might help you down the road to do it.
Well, I've never been to the NIH, but I went to them a long time ago for I think overnight or something. But since then I've only done annual checkups and such comprehensive visits, so that's what it is.
Would you be interested, Alex, in participating and if there were a research study? Is it something that you can consider?
For GA, yeah, but I mean, I know the research is mostly on PA and MMA, so.
All right, so should we wrap it up, Kathy, or do we have time
Yeah,
for
then
one
you
more?
bring all the young kids.
Okay, so all the young kids come up, we're gonna get a photo op.